Flynn kept FBI interview concealed from White House. Trump, Washington. A year ago today, Donald Trump's newly sworn-in National Security Advisor, Michael Flynn, met privately in his West Wing office with FBI investigators interested in his communications with Russia's ambassador, without a lawyer or the knowledge of the president and other top White House officials, according to people familiar with the matter. Flynn's FBI interview on January 24, 2017, set in motion an extraordinary sequence of events unparalleled for the first year of a U.S. presidency. A national security advisor was fired after 24 days on the job. An acting attorney general was fired 10 days after the president took office. An FBI director was allegedly pressured by the president to let go an investigation into the ousted national security advisor, and then eventually fired. An attorney general recused himself from a federal investigation into Russia's meddling in a U.S. election and possible collusion with the sitting president's campaign, and a special counsel was appointed. The developments ensnared the president in an obstruction of justice inquiry, which resulted in his top intelligence and law enforcement chiefs cooperating in some form with that probe. By the end of 2017, Special Counsel Robert Mueller's team had spoken with Director of National Intelligence Dan Coats, Mike Rogers, the Director of the National Security Agency, former FBI Director James Comey, and numerous members of Trump's campaign and White House inner circle. Flynn pleaded guilty last month to lying to the FBI during his January 24 interview and is cooperating with the Russia investigation. NBC News also has learned that former acting Attorney General Sally Yates, who informed the White House about Flynn's interview 2 days after it took place, has cooperated with the special counsel. CIA Director Mike Pompeo, who was allegedly asked by Trump to lean on Comey to drop his investigation, has also been interviewed, according to people familiar with inquiry. One person familiar with the matter described Pompeo, Coats and Rogers as peripheral witnesses to the Comey firing. Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who played a key role in Comey's departure and was a top advisor on the Trump campaign, was interviewed by Mueller last week as the investigation inches closer to Mueller's team possibly questioning the president himself. Trump's former chief strategist Steve Bannon is expected to meet with Mueller's team by January 31, according to a person familiar with the discussions. Unresolved is whether Trump will voluntarily agree to be interviewed by Mueller. So far, according to two people familiar with the discussions, Trump's team has not reached an agreement with the special counsel for their client to meet with him. Flynn's tenure in the White House and his firing by Trump are among the topics Mueller's team has been asking witnesses to discuss, and they are likely to be part of any questioning of the president. Separately, Mueller is expected to want to ask Trump about his firing of Comey. The president told NBC News last year that his decision was connected to Comey's dogged pursuit of potential ties between the Trump campaign and Russia. Trump has repeatedly called the investigation a hoax and a witch hunt. Two people familiar with the matter said Trump was unaware that Flynn had spoken with the FBI until 2 days after the interview took place. An attorney for Flynn did not respond to a request for comment on this story. Source: news.com.